Chapter 5, Kinetoplasta, Trypanosoma and their kin. Part 1, Trypanosoma Overview. Now, when we look at the overall morphology of what we consider to be Trypanosoma, or Trypanosoma today, Trypanosoma today. Can't even say that. Trypanosoma today. There is a generalized morphology against the genus and all the organisms in the species. Remember, there is more than just the few that we'll be talking about for this chapter. There are multiple out there that are parasitic. I do believe there are some free swimming, free living, and some that are both. All of them, single cell, unicellular organisms. Okay, they do not come in multicellular form. They are all flagellated. Now, depending upon, there are a few species where the flagella actually extends out beyond, but most of the part, the flagella, as we're going to see in the next few slides, the flagella wraps around and is attached or interacting with the plasma membrane to form kind of like a tail, or a sail, sorry, not a sail, tail, a sail. For the most part, they're going to be heterogenous, meaning two hosts minimum. Okay, monogenous, remember, one host, it's host to host to host. So for if it was a human parasite, it would be human to human to human. These are going to be heterogenous. Human, insect, and they're what they refer to as hemoflagellates, basically meaning they want to be in the blood. So part of their life cycle will be in the blood. So when you look here to the left, you'll see that there are different shapes, different cellular shapes that are associated with the genus Trypanosoma. Okay, different shapes for the tripomastogote, which is what we see here primarily, which is what we associate with Trypanosoma. This is the shape you're going to see in blood smears. But there are going to be other shapes corresponding to where that species is in its life cycle. Now, as I said, monogenous for some, most of them are going to be heterogenous. There's the tripomastogote. This is the stage that is infective for humans. This is what's going to be injected into humans during the insect blood meal. The metacyclic tripomastogote, amastogote, promastogote, and epimastogote. These are phases that the organism will go through as it goes through different tissues within the different hosts. Do all Trypanosoma go through all of these stages? Tripomastogote, metacyclic, tripomastogote, amastogote, and no. Very few of them go through all of these. The majority of them are going to have certain ones that are associated with them in their life cycle. And as you see here, when you look at this, now, yes, there's concentric rings here, okay? This is kind of give you an overall comparison of the different life cycles that you could see across the entire genus. Brucei, Krusei, they, are going to have their insect vectors. They are going to have their, hemoflagellate phase. They're going to have their, intertissue phase. They're going to be, in the insect phase. And that's what this is kind of give you an overall representation of. So, all Trypanosoma, the genus, you're going to see, as I said, heterogenous, varied life cycle, but they are going to have multiple stages. Multiple stages, okay, of development in multiple hosts. Each host is going to have its own series of multiple steps.